This post coming from TMZ saying breaking, Andrew and Tristan Tate have been arrested in Miami.
You've seen the cars, the cigars, the private jets. Andrew Tate built an empire worth hundreds of millions of dollars, teaching men how to escape the matrix and get rich. But that's the version he wants you to see. Because behind the Bugattis and the war room speeches is a different story. One involving federal courtrooms, extradition warrants, and some of the most serious criminal charges a person can face. This isn't just a business story. This is the story of how a kickboxer turned into an internet guru and built $1 million business empire, and how that same empire is now accused of running on something far darker than webcam subscriptions and crypto courses. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what Top G doesn't want you to know. Before the empire, there was a fighter. Emory Andrew Tate was a 4-time world kickboxing champion, competing under the ring name King Cobra. Kickboxing gave him a title, a following, and a taste of the spotlight. But it wasn't the sport that made him a household name. In 2016, he appeared briefly on Big Brother UK, a stint that ended abruptly and controversially when a video surfaced online. Pulling him off the show before viewers even had time to form an opinion, most people would have called that the end of a media moment. Tate treated it as market research. He pivoted into the webcam industry, setting up studio businesses where women were recruited to work as cam girls, while Tate and his team ran the marketing and sales side of the operation. By his own account, given in interviews over the years, this is where he claims the real money started. Not from fighting, but from understanding psychology, persuasion, and how to turn attention into a repeatable sales funnel. It's worth pausing on that origin point, because it's the thread that connects every chapter of this story that follows. From there, the empire diversified fast. There was Hustlers University, later rebranded as The Real World, a subscription platform that promised to teach students everything from copywriting to crypto trading to e-commerce dropshipping, all wrapped in a curriculum built around Tate's own persona. Millions of young men, many of them teenagers, were pulled in by short, aggressive clips promising an escape from what Tate called the Matrix, a life of low wages, weak discipline, and quiet desperation. Alongside it, he built War Room, an invite-only men's networking and business group, and expanded into casino affiliate marketing, cryptocurrency ventures, and a growing portfolio of online products. Tate has repeatedly claimed his businesses generate tens of millions of dollars a month, presenting his own lifestyle, the cars, the private jets, the cigars as living proof that his system works exactly as advertised. And it's easy to understand why the pitch landed with so many people. In an era where young men often feel economically stuck, socially isolated, and unsure of their place in the world, Tate offered something simple and seductive: certainty. Work hard, follow the system, stop apologizing, and get rich. No nuance, no hedging. Just a formula, repeated constantly, in a tone that sounded like it had already been proven true. That's the story most people already know. Confident, controversial, undeniably, visibly rich. But that's only half the story, and it's the half he wants you focused on. Because while millions of subscribers were learning the game from Tate's courses, and while headlines focused on his feuds, his cars, and his outrageous quotes, a very different investigation was quietly building on the other side of the world. In December 2022, Romanian authorities raided a property near Bucharest and arrested Andrew Tate, his brother Tristan, and 2 Romanian associates. For a man whose entire brand was built on outworking and outsmarting everyone else, this wasn't a story about a failed business deal or a bad tweet. It wasn't a scandal that could be spun in a live stream the next morning. It was a human trafficking investigation. In June 2023, Romania's organized crime and anti-terrorism prosecutors formally indicted the Tate brothers, along with 2 Romanian women, on charges including rape, human trafficking, and forming a criminal group. According to the indictment, the group allegedly recruited women, often through promises of genuine romantic relationships, before isolating and coercing them into producing pornographic content for profit. It's a manipulation pattern investigators and advocacy groups have nicknamed the Loverboy method. and one that trafficking researchers say is disturbingly common precisely because it doesn't look like trafficking to the outside world. It looks like a relationship. The brothers spent months under house arrest near Bucharest, appearing repeatedly in Romanian courts before travel restrictions were gradually eased. That Romanian investigation, notably, is still active and ongoing years later. But it turned out Romania wasn't the only country building a case, and the next one would go even further. In May 2025, the UK's Crown Prosecution Service confirmed it had authorized 21 criminal charges against the brothers, tied to 3 women in England, spanning rape, human trafficking, controlling prostitution for gain, and actual bodily harm. These charges had actually been authorized back in January 2024, but weren't made public until over a year later. Then, in July 2026, the story escalated in a way almost nobody expected.
The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. The right-wing social media influencer
Andrew and Tristan Tate were arrested by U.S. Marshals in Miami on a sealed warrant, while British prosecutors simultaneously announced they would pursue an entirely new wave of charges. This time, the total number of alleged victims rose to 7. Andrew Tate now faces 7 counts of rape, 3 counts of sex trafficking, 3 counts of assault, and 19 additional charges connected to indecent images of a child and extreme pornography. Tristan Tate faces 1 count of sexual assault, 2 counts of rape, and 3 counts of arranging or facilitating trafficking for sexual exploitation. Andrew Tate also faces a separate civil lawsuit in the UK, filed by 4 women accusing him of rape and coercive control, a case running entirely apart from the criminal charges. Here's what makes this story genuinely uncomfortable to sit with. This isn't a case of a rich businessman facing unrelated legal trouble, the way a CEO might get caught up in a tax dispute completely separate from the product he sells. Prosecutors in multiple countries allege that the very same operation, recruiting women, filming them, and monetizing that content, which Tate has described publicly as the origin of his fortune, is the exact foundation the trafficking charges are built on. For years, Tate built a personal brand teaching millions of young men how to make money, how to project confidence, and how to view relationships with women through a transactional, hierarchical lens. Whether or not the specific criminal charges are ultimately proven in court, that underlying philosophy, stated openly on video across thousands of hours of content, is precisely what has drawn sustained scrutiny from journalists, child safety researchers, financial regulators, and now prosecutors on 3 separate continents. That's the part the highlight reels, the Bugatti clips, and the success mindset quotes never show you. So was Andrew Tate a self-made business genius who simply got caught in a coordinated pile-on? Or is Top G a brand built to repackage something far darker into something aspirational, sellable, and easy to swallow in a 30-second clip? The uncomfortable truth is that it might be both at once. The business empire is real. The revenue, the audience, the cultural influence, all of it real. And the legal reckoning happening right now, playing out simultaneously across American, British, and Romanian courtrooms, is also very real, with victims, prosecutors, and defense attorneys all making their case. Until then, the only responsible thing any of us can do is separate the myth from the case file, and keep watching closely. If this kind of investigation matters to you, subscribe, because we're going to keep following this story as it develops in the courts.